San Miguel Foundation, we're really here to bring our resources to the people who need them. Not only make a network of farmers, but we also want to introduce urban agriculture to Filipinos. My name is Clara Cabrera. I work for San Miguel Foundation and I'm a program assistant. As with all communities and organizations, it was a learning curve for us and it was a lot of uncertainty with how to move forward with projects. Our initial reaction as an organization was really to look at what was the most pressing needs for the time. And as we know, there was a lot of issues with healthcare and with hunger as well, and also with our Filipino farmers, we're very much struggling. The first thing that we needed to do was to support our healthcare workers, and so we gave PPEs, medical equipment. And after that, we looked at what were the other needs that needed to be addressed. And one was hunger, as we mentioned, so we donated a lot towards that. And another would be the struggle of the Filipino farmers who lost a lot of market and who lost transportation because of how we shut down. What inspired us was really Sir Ramon Ang coming from the top of San Miguel Corporation. We were empowered by him and his words that people were the most important. And so he let us put our full force into supporting the needs of the people during this challenging time. For Better World, we have Better World EDSA, which is a testing lab that we started because of the pandemic. And we also have Better World Tondo, where we support the community of Tondo and have feeding programs there. And Better World Diliman naman, it's an ethical marketplace, as we'd like to call it, wherein we support Filipino farmers from across Luzon, thanks to our partners of Rural Rising. And we bring it here to open a new market to the Metro Manila customers. We were introduced to Ace and Andy of Rural Rising Philippines, and they came to us with their plight and the plight of the farmers who needed support during that time because, as I mentioned, a lot of people were losing money because they had nowhere to sell it. Restaurants were closed, schools were closed, and all of that. And when they came to us, we saw that we had an opportunity to provide resources and this space that we have, this Better World Diliman space. And together we set this up. And now this is what we had for almost a year now. What's it for? It's for mainly for the farmers. The farmers are our priority, but it's to open a new market for them, and we're able to transport the goods here all the way from Benguet, from Nueva Ecija, Nueva Vizcaya, all those areas. It's also for the people here in Metro Manila. They have access to cheaper and ethically sourced vegetables and fruits. So now, Rural Rising, they're coming up with cottage industries that the farmers made. So we have tuyo here and coffee and all of those other things that are they're not only focused on farming itself, but they also have other means of income. The products come directly from the farmers of Benguet, and also from specifically a lemon farmer that Ace and Andy of Rural Rising partnered with. And so things like that, it's very much a partnership with them, with the farmers. From the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of the farmers were having such a hard time selling their products. They would even be willing to give it for free. And what Rural Rising is doing is they're buying it at ethical prices, that they would make sure that the farmers would come out earning and that they would have a sustainable income. And up till now, we're continuing to do that with them. So even if the market's stable now, it's still a good partnership to have with them, and that they have stable income from our partnership with them. Now, aside from supporting them, we're also trying to bring more awareness to urban agriculture as a whole. So we're starting urban gardens across Metro Manila to bring awareness to agriculture and the benefits of agriculture and how important our farmers are to the nation as a bedrock of the Philippines. For Better World Diliman, we want to continue supporting Rural Rising, and hopefully the network will grow even more, and we'll continue to find ways to give new sources of income to our farmers. And also, we really want to bring urban agriculture to Metro Manila And so we're hoping that in the future we'll see a movement of agriculture, not just in Luzon coming inside, but as NCR also. So it will be a whole nationwide thing, a nationwide network. In bringing our resources to the Filipinos and to those who need them, one example would be now we'd like to connect Better World Diliman to our San Miguel Corporation employees and bring access to cheaper and ethically sourced vegetables and fruits. And with things like that, we really see how we're able to bring our connections and our resources together to make a better world.
There's nothing really unique about what we're doing. Every day merong bagong kukuha ng gulay. It means na ang distribution channels are dumadami. We have to really stick to our narrative. Kung ito yung gusto naming tulungan, the farmers, the consumers, we just have to be really active and seeing how the problem really is. Do something about it. Hindi lang siya lip service.
My name is Ace Estrada. I'm the co-founder of Rural Rising. And beside me is my wife, Andy, my co-founder. It's not so much an organization, but a movement. So we're a group of 10,000 people who've gathered together on Facebook to do a bit of good in the world. That's how we best describe ourselves.
In April last year, 2020, there was a post that he wrote on Facebook and it went viral. It's about the vegetables being thrown kasi hindi nabebenta because of mobility restrictions. Hindi makalabas ang produkto, hindi rin makapasok ang bumibili. From Baguio, we got a call or request na dalhin yung produce sa baba. And that's how we started. And we loaded trucks. We thought, okay, it's a one-time thing, and then every week, and then thrice a week, and then the rest is history.
It's not so much about the logistics kasi maraming truck and the trucks want to magbiyahe, and then the government of Benguet gave us trucks to use. It's so much about where to bring them when we're in Manila. So in the beginning, we started bringing the produce to EDSA. We stopped on the sidewalk and then waited until morning. We brought them to basketball courts or even
barangay halls.
Barangay halls. Nakikiusap kami and asking people who wants to buy, follow us here in Quezon City. Or sometimes follow us here in Mandaluyong,
yes.
or even near the new Bilibid prisons. So we were like a traveling gypsy circus containing vegetables. Yes.
Because we're not from Metro Manila.
We're from Baguio.
We're from Baguio and we're doing it remotely because hindi rin kami makalabas eh. We're doing everything on the phone and then just contacting people we know in Manila and then pwede bang pakisalubong tong truck.
Yes.
So it's really we were not sure kung saan mabubulok ba yung gulay namin pagdating sa Metro Manila.
We're very surprised kasi this company, how many years old, centuries old, and then they would want to work with an entity that's only 3 months old.
At that time, yeah.
And we said, what are their motivations? Why would they want to help us? And we realized that we're sharing the same soul, and that to have San Miguel with us amplifies what we want to do, because that's exactly what they want to do too in the pandemic. So we were very lucky. They were at the right place, and we were at the right time too for them, with them.
Welcome everybody sa Rural Rising Philippines. Nandito kayo sa bahay ng Ruray, but also we call it the Better World Diliman. Okay, first I'd like to show you na meron kami mga products na coffee coming from Kabayan Benguet, Kasibo, Nueva Vizcaya. So talagang these are locally sourced, no? Na coffee. Ayan, meron na silang mga commercial presentation like pouch. And very proud kami kasi itong coffee na to, these are manually processed. Hindi sila gumagamit ng makina, talagang nagpapatuyo sa araw, yung mga ganyan. And very proud to show you na ang mga vegetables namin are locally sourced talaga. Like this one is our native bawang galing Pangasinan. And then kamatis from, I think these are from Ifugao. And then local sibuyas din, ganyan. And cauliflower na very proud akong kunin kasi these are really organic and galing siya sa Mountain Province. We have bigas. Actually, we're trying to encourage our farmers na mag-shift from white rice to pigmented rice. So we're supporting the sales and marketing of Balita Now, red rice. And specifically, meron akong super proud na product na sana lahat tayo kumakain ito because very, very healthy. Ito yung tinatawag na adlay rice. Yan. So makikita nyo dito yung mga bayong. Ito yung mga pinaglalagyan namin ng mga binibentang or binibiling gulay galing sa rural rising. Ito yung mga basket weavers from Luciana, Laguna. So yan. So ito yung mga gulay. These are all from Cordillera, most of them. Sabi ko nga, we are trying to promote organic farming. So as much as possible, kumukuha kami sa organic farms. Makikita nyo naman, very pretty. Tapos, we also have finished products. Yung mga farmers kasi sometimes, hindi naman natin lahat na bebenta. So, we're encouraging them to make byproducts sa mga hina-harvest or inaani. So, we support yung mga sardines coming from Zamboanga del Norte or Dipolog City. And this is bangus from Pangasinan, Dagupan. And very proud din kami dito sa Dumagat Honey kasi ito yung mga sinusource na honey ng Dumagat communities from Aurora. Gumagawa rin sila ng banana vinegar. Hygienic naman ang proseso, pero syempre, mas maganda kung may facility sila. We are supporting really yung healthy eating. Kaya we're encouraging everybody to eat probiotic eggs. Ito yung mga eggs na walang ini-inject na antibiotics. And then, meron kami parang baby project. Meron kami duck farm sa mga sinusuportahan namin communities. Gumagawa kami ng salted eggs na walang chemicals or anything or color. And ito yung pinoproduce galing sa nuno sa punso. Then finally, we have products na gawa ng iisang farmer dun sa Tarlac. Ito yung Lisbon lemons. Medyo ginawa na namin siyang concentrate kasi syempre we have to help them. Hindi lahat makakabili agad ng lemons but maraming production. So we create Lisbon lemon concentrate. Very supportive actually. Every time meron kaming mga parang haul sa, let's say, Aurora or Benlonan or basta meron kaming challenges na kailangan kunin. Kasi right now, we only have our private car and we're being endowed a delivery van.
Could go more often into the provinces, take back more produce, and pagdating sa Manila, we could actually deliver directly to our members, like free delivery. So, that would be a game changer kasi the price would be cheaper.
It will really affect yung pagliliit yung cost for our consumers.
Right now, what we're doing is we're selling the vegetables at a little above something called the farm gate price. And pinapatungan namin siya ng mga 5 pesos, 10 pesos to move that produce from the probinsya to Manila. And we add our admin cost. Now, with this truck from San Miguel, we would be able to kind of cut again into that cost and pass it on to our consumers.
I think ngayon, there are a lot more people who are into healthy eating ngayon, especially with the threat of COVID, no?
Yes.
So talagang gusto na ngayon ng mga tao ngayon, natural, fresh, and home-cooked. Yun ang nakita naming trend. And kumusta ang reception? Very good.
If they look at our page, para siyang cooking page eh.
Oo.
So people are sharing their menus,
Yes.
their pictures of food.
And people are buying, especially if they know that we really are getting it from the farmers. And we do that. We introduce them to the communities we're helping.
We're actually holding the actual vegetables that we're gonna bring to Manila. And katabi namin yung mga farmers. Si Mang Pedro, siyang gumagawa ng ating mga organic. And people really connect to the fact that the farmers have faces, they have names, they have stories, they're real. So I think this is the strength of rural rising. We are able to bring the stories, not just the vegetables, to our consumers.
Individually, we're working with 4 communities now, 4 barangays.
Yes.
But in Batangas, we have about 20 barangays.
20, yes.
Per head, siguro mga 300 individual farmers.
That's
mga
about
ganon,
right.
yeah.
That's about right.
ano ba yung talagang help the farmers. Kasi, pagkatanim niya, hindi naman siya mag-stop kumain eh. Hindi naman siya mag-aantay ng anihan, tapos doon pa lang siya babangon ulit. Hindi eh. It's a daily thing. These are really normal people na nagtanim, nag-aantay ng ani. Help the farmers means also empowering them in other ways. For example, giving them access to, let's say, livelihood na maliliit. These are all the concepts that we're trying to see kung paano natin matutulungan yung buong community na hindi lang doon sa tanim. Meron din silang normal na buhay eh.
So when we go to communities, we make it a point na rather than just simply buying produce from them, may regalo kami for them. Mga groceries, saka mga clothes, equipment.
Computers.
So that's one. We're also starting up a learning library for children in Gabaldon, Nueva Ecija, where the students can go there and learn and use the books donated by our members. There's this elementary school in San Leonardo where we work with the children to be better fed. So, maliliit, small impacts, small ripples in the pond. But the whole point of what we're doing right now with San Miguel is not so much to become the biggest NGO saving the world kind of thing. No, it's creating small ripples in the pond na lalaki dahil ginagaya. We are hoping that they would follow the example of what we're doing.
We're 9 months old now, and
we've reinvented ourselves every day. Every time we go out in our car and we talk and we go on the road, we reinvent ourselves. If we feel that we can do some good in this part, and then kaya naman pala, kaya palang hingiin, kaya palang kunin sa bulsa, we'll do it. So, every day we talk to new people and ideas emerge. Ay, pwede palang gawin yun. Uy, kaya pala natin to.
we hope to be able to spread yung efforts the whole country. So, I mean, San Miguel being multinational, definitely I'm sure they could help us. And
they're probably just testing the waters with us. They're probably seeing if we're just a COVID baby and we're gonna give up soon. They're probably seeing how far we want to go with this.
Yes.
And we only need to ask. The best thing about San Miguel is it's a company with heart. And this heart is what we share, like I said in the beginning. So I believe that there's a lot more for us in San Miguel and a lot more work to be done in the future. Yeah.